In 1942, the German Luftwaffe built Stalag Luft III, a prisoner of war camp deep in the pine forests near Sagan, today's Sagan, Poland. It was designed especially to hold captured Allied airmen, mostly British and American pilots, shot down in the skies over Europe. But this camp wasn't just any prison, it was designed to be escape-proof. The huts were raised on tall stilts so prisoners couldn't tunnel underneath easily. The ground beneath the camp was covered with loose, sandy soil that made tunneling risky and noisy. Guards patrolled constantly, and special microphones were buried underground to catch any digging sounds. Despite all this, the men inside never gave up the dream of freedom. Who were the prisoners? The camp held around 1,200 prisoners by early 1944. These men were mostly young airmen, pilots, navigators, bombardiers, men used to precision, discipline, and problem solving. Among them was squadron leader Roger Bushell, a brilliant and determined leader who masterminded the entire escape plan. Bushell had a knack for organizing and inspiring the prisoners. He became the Big X, the head of all escape activities. The plan: digging 3 tunnels. Knowing the risks, the prisoners decided on not 1, but 3 tunnels, cleverly named Tom, Dick, and Harry, a code to confuse the guards. Tom was dug near the camp's east side but was discovered by guards before completion. Dick was started later but abandoned for Harry. Harry became the main tunnel, over 30 meters, almost 100 feet long, dug painstakingly beneath the camp in secret. These tunnels weren't easy to build. The prisoners had to steal tools, spoons, tins, and even makeshift shovels made from scrap metal. Hide dirt. The camp's sandy soil was piled in small bags and secretly scattered in the gardens or inside their pants to flick it discreetly around the compound, famously called the penguin method. Create ventilation. They built air pumps from scrap to keep fresh air flowing underground. Light the tunnels. Tiny electric lamps were rigged up, all powered covertly from the camp's wiring. Forged documents. To aid escapees outside, forged papers, maps, and civilian clothes were made in secret workshops. Nearly 600 men worked in shifts for months, risking everything for one chance to be free. Rations and life in the camp. Life in the camp was tough. The prisoners survived on watery soup, hard black bread, and meager rations from Red Cross packages. Morale was kept alive through camaraderie, secret entertainment, and a shared hope to escape. Food also played a role in the escape plan. Guards sometimes unwittingly helped smuggle tools and letters hidden in food containers. March 24, 1944, the Great Escape Night. After months of preparation, the night came. Under cover of darkness and freezing cold, groups of prisoners crawled one by one through the narrow, hairy tunnel. The opening was hidden in a small hut disguised to look ordinary. A total of 76 men managed to escape through the tunnel, far more than the originally planned 200, but the escape was cut short by a guard's notice of missing prisoners. Aftermath: the tragedy. The German authorities launched a massive manhunt. Only 3 escapees actually made it back to Allied territory, 2 Norwegians and 1 Dutch airman. The others were recaptured, and in a brutal act of revenge, 50 of the recaptured prisoners were executed by the Gestapo, in direct violation of the Geneva Conventions. This massacre shocked the world and strengthened Allied resolve. Legacy, courage and hope. The Great Escape was immortalized by the 1963 Hollywood film starring Steve McQueen, but the real story is even more incredible, a tale of unity, ingenuity, and defiance against impossible odds. The prisoners risked death not just for themselves, but to tie up German resources and boost morale for their comrades. Key human stories. Roger Bushell, the mastermind, was executed after recapture. Squadron leader Jimmy James made it back to England and survived the war. Many others endured torture, hardship, and death, but their bravery echoes through history. Why this story matters. The Great Escape shows the incredible lengths people will go to for freedom even when hope seems lost. It's a reminder of sacrifice, brotherhood, and courage in the face of cruelty.